Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into a really important topic for a lot of homeowners in Victoria, the new pool and spa fencing laws. We're going to break down exactly what you need to know.
So, if you've got a pool or a spa sitting in your backyard, this explainer is for you. You're definitely going to want to pay close attention to this because things have changed. A whole new set of mandatory safety laws are officially in effect. And believe me, they changed the game for pool owners right across the state.
Okay, so let's get right into it. What exactly are these new obligations? Let's get a really clear picture of what's now required under these new laws. It all kicked off back in December 2019. Now, the first big step for every single owner is you have to register your pool or spa with your local council. That's not optional. Once that's done, the council will actually get in touch with you and give you a deadline for getting your very first certificate of pool barrier compliance. So, the natural question is, okay, but does this actually apply to my pool? It's a great question. Let's figure out exactly who needs to comply with these new rules. And here is the magic number. It's actually that simple. If your pool or spa can hold more than 300 millimeters of water, that's about 30 centimeters deep, then yep, these laws absolutely apply to you. And this covers a really wide range of things. We're talking permanent in-ground pools, of course, but also above-ground pools and even indoor pools. It also includes hot tubs, spas, little wading pools, and even some of those relocatable pools. Pretty much, if it holds a decent amount of water, you need to be thinking about this. All right, I get it. Navigating new regulations can feel, well, a little overwhelming. So let's just break it down into a simple path forward. Think of this next part as your personal checklist to getting a safe, compliant backyard. So, at the very heart of this whole process is this one document, the Certificate of Pool Barrier Compliance. Now, here's the crucial part. This isn't something you just fill out yourself. It has to be issued by a registered pool safety inspector, and only after they've confirmed your pool barrier meets every single safety standard. And this is probably the question that causes the most stress, right? What happens if the inspector comes out and they find a problem with my fence? Well, here's the answer. You don't have to panic. The law gives you a clear window, 60 days to be exact, to fix any issues the inspector finds. It's not an instant fine, it's a time frame to get things right and make sure your backyard is truly safe. This basically brings you to a fork in the road. You can try to manage this whole process yourself, the DIY approach, but that can mean a lot of confusion, stress, and a real risk of getting it wrong. The other path is to work with professionals who can offer expert guidance, guarantee compliance, and honestly, just give you total peace of mind. So, what does that professional approach actually look like? Well, let's walk through a simple 4-step process that's designed to manage the whole thing from start to finish. It's actually a pretty streamlined path. A full-service solution usually starts by handling all the boring stuff, the documentation. Then, they'll be the ones talking to surveyors and councils to get all the right permits. After that, they manage the professional installation of the fence itself, and finally, they handle that final inspection to get you that all-important compliance certificate. It's the whole shebang. Because really, this is about more than just ticking a legal box, isn't it? The real end goal here is achieving total peace of mind for you and your family. And that peace of mind, it comes from a few key places. First, of course, is safety, knowing you're fully compliant with the law. But it also means you don't have to sacrifice style. There are great custom options out there. It's the security of having a pro team on the job and the quality that comes from using top-tier products. And this quote really captures how a lot of homeowners feel. One person called the new rules a minefield that is pool safety regulations. That word, minefield, it just perfectly describes how complex and, frankly, how daunting these new standards can feel when you're trying to figure it all out on your own. And that's exactly why so many people look for expert help. As another homeowner put it, having a professional team that did everything which made life easier was the key. That says it all, doesn't it? It's about taking that stress off your plate. At the end of the day, it really comes down to this. Your backyard is supposed to be your escape, your sanctuary. It should be a place for relaxing and making memories, not for stressing out about regulations and paperwork. So, the final question I leave you with is this. Is your backyard ready for a summer that isn't just fun and stylish, but is fundamentally safe for every single person who uses it? If you're feeling even a little bit unsure about your pool's compliance, the best next step is to get in touch with a registered pool safety inspector or a reputable fencing pro in your area. They can give you a consultation and get you started on the right path to a fully compliant and totally worry-free backyard. Thanks for joining us.